All right. Can you hear me? Yeah, yeah, thanks everyone for also having me here. And thank you for your attention. My name is Eliane, together here with Raffaele Crojo, and I will present you today BATVISION about experiential learning with virtual reality. We call ourselves Somebody Else. We are a spin-off from the University of the Arts. But before somebody else came into the world, Raffaele and I, we developed BATVISION as our bachelor project, and in collaboration with the Immersive Art Space Zurich and the Swiss Bat Protection Foundation. And after our bachelor, we created Somebody Else as an overarching project and got funding for 2 years, which are in the second year now. So in this way, BATVISION became the pilot project of Somebody Else. The vision of Somebody Else is that we want to put people into new perspectives, because changing roles is a powerful tool to enable personal change. But why do we need to change? I think it's, we live in a world of social, cultural, and environmental problems, which are exceedingly complex and therefore hard to grasp. To solve these issues, it's necessary to teach people about them, and this is often very hard, especially given their social complexity. So we believe that playful and interactive, immersive experiences help to better understand the social complexity. Let me explain that with BATVISION, our pilot product, a virtual reality experience where you can embody a bat. We let people scream with their own voice to experience how echolocation works and to educate them about the destruction of urban habitat and the noise and pollution in the city. How you can imagine that, I would like to show you our trailer.
Ich habe Flügel und ich fliege durch die Nacht.
Wäre eigentlich das, was mich auch lustig, zum Teil von weit oben runter.
Also wenn ich jetzt so ein bisschen
Elegant.
vielleicht ein bisschen einsam.
Yeah, I hope you got the idea. The full body experience in VR allows a quick and easy access to complex topics, and multimodal interactions support a new way to learn and feel at the same time. And we believe that embodying an animal helps us also to reflect on our own impact as human beings. So this is our team. We are 4 designers with background in product and game design. And in the context of this paper, Elias Bader and Hiloko Kato supported us. So the paper focuses about the evaluation phases of BATVISION from July to December 2021. So the questions we were tackling were the following. At first, how can the sensory apparatus of a bat be better explained and made accessible to the wide audience? Secondly, how can we affect people and motivate them for important topics in a positive way? And thirdly, how can learning be made more attractive and playful? To do so, we evaluated BATVISION in these 6 different scenarios. I will go through them one by one. So the first case took place at the Neuchâtel Film Festival in the Natural Museum for 10 days. We were focusing on how the support staff handles the experience alone, also the general usability of it, including how people understand BATVISION if they do not speak English. Also, as a side note, we realized that French people shout different than Swiss German speaking people. We later had it also with Italian people, so it's quite fun to observe. Please test it later on as well. We have all kinds of test persons here. In collaboration with the Swiss Bat Protection Foundation, we tested BATVISION with experts to see how the depth of content was conveyed and perceived. We investigated also how BATVISION works in groups, how they work together and interact, and the device in the outdoor environment. Then a very exciting case for me personally was to test it at the Children's Hospital in Zurich as a part of a motivational rehabilitation research. So firstly, whether and how children interact, how accessible the information is, and above all, how motivated they are for this training. The picture, sorry to say, is we were not allowed to take pictures, so just for that. And then as part of the event from the Naturama Aargau, we tested the duration and the parallel use of several headsets with groups of children of 15 at the same time. During Scientific at ETH Zurich, we tested BATVISION using the method of conversation analysis. So the test subjects were filmed by several cameras while taking the VR experience. Also, we were taking a survey afterwards. And in a final case, BATVISION was tested with around 100 BAT researchers to see how they understand the content and how the experience performs with large groups. And here a special focus was to test how older people enjoy the experience. These are our condensed findings. We had a high acceptance of every age group, particularly older people were fascinated and enjoying it. It was rated as appealing, entertaining, and motivating. Then VR is still a challenge, we think, in this field, but breaking down barriers like guide this stuff a lot and make it as less, put away the button interactions and so helps a lot. Then flexibility in terms of time is desired. People want to adjust the time by themselves. And for motivational rehabilitation for kids, it would be particularly important to have a defined training goal, and this case would need further research a lot. Then from the survey, around 70% would like to use BATVISION again. 15% would visit a place especially for that design purpose. Developing empathy is difficult to verify, but most participants found that they learned something about bats and rated it with 8.5 points out of 10. Yeah, since then a lot happened. Today we are very happy about our market entry this spring, and at the moment we sell BATVISION as an exhibition module and as an event package to customers for museums, private schools, and events of all kinds. We currently exhibit at Lucerne, Zurich, and in northern Germany. Then a little outlook, we are also working on next projects like this one. It's called Spider Vision to change more perspectives. And yeah, we're also working with MA student together with, from ZHDK. She's focusing more on the visualization. But for the future, we want to create multiple perspectives that aims to develop from a product in edutainment to a service that can be used, for example, in corporate environments. Because yeah, we think that we can achieve structural changes in people's behavior with that. And if you want to know more about that, I'm very happy to talk about this later on. So thanks to all involved. It's amazing to work in such interdisciplinary teams. And yeah, let's talk about it and discuss. Thank you.
Any questions? I'll start here. So, really nice project, really like the design, I like the simplicity of it. So you mentioned briefly that you were looking to remove complex controller button interactions. Could you discuss more of that process and like how simplified you were able to get it? And sort of a corollary question, have you tried using, I see you're using Oculus, have you tried using the direct hand API?
Yes, the first question about removing complexity. Like the navigation in our game is like moving wings, so you fly. This was a very big step, going away from walking around and like do jumps and so on. But also we have two modes. There is this kind of guidance modus where people who are guiding it can enter, and if you're a participant, you just get the headset on and you don't have to put any buttons. So it's basically just moving your head and your arms and shouting. So this helps a lot, and I think it's very important to not overload people with that. And the other question was the finger tracking. Yeah, we did it in an early stage of the bachelor project. But it didn't work together with the flying wings because the tracking outside the area is not working. But still we have a prototype having, like, mammals, bats are also mammals, so you can have every wing as a finger, kind of. It feels nice, but for this, we didn't implement it again.
Well, great work. I think it's a very good idea from my point of view, and really congratulations for that. It's very original. But concerning the fly, you presented several people practicing, and they were doing some very, I would say, different type of flying. Does your prototype make like, if you do a fairly well movement, then your bat will fly much better, or not? Because I was taking a look on the internet, and the bat has some specific movement, not just like that.
Yeah, that's at the moment it's developed that it's just. You have to know exactly how to move your arms, but we have now a version where you can you get faster if you actually move your arms faster. So it's working, and you can also adapt your personal strengths in flying. So yeah, we have it already ready, almost ready. I wanted to say yes. Anything else?
If there are no other questions, I would like to thank you very much.
Thank you.